For thousands of TTC subway passengers, last night the trek home was a long and unwanted waiting game. Delays in both directions on Line 1 meant that some riders added up to an hour and a half or more to their trip. But for those who are left waiting, there is an option that the TTC makes available for a limited time during delays, and one that some riders took advantage of last night.
It's what's called the track down situation, where the signaling system thinks there's a train in that block when in fact there was not. So the other trains could not move in until we actually addressed that signal issue. They can move through slowly during a track down situation, but it obviously takes a lot of time. And at rush hour at 4 o'clock in the afternoon, you've got far more trains moving at 2 to 3 minute intervals, and so that congestion builds up very quickly. So that's what happened.
But what are your options as a passenger when a massive delay happens? Some who asked were given an emergency transfer, good for a free ride, which is as close as you can get on the TTC to getting your money back. Some of those riders use this to get on the subway the following morning.
In any situation like this, our station staff have the discretion to issue what's called an emergency transfer. That's essentially, if you go into a subway station and let's say the system is closed and you actually can't get anywhere, you would get one of those, which gives you a free ride at another time.
That's great. Yeah, that's good. I'm glad they're taking care of us because we depend on the TTC big time, and yeah, it can cause a lot of problems if we're late.
They should be better publicized then, because it's a good idea.
But emergency transfer would be a good idea, yeah, for sure.
And do you think, it's been in place, do you think they should advertise it more?
Yeah, definitely, because I didn't know about it.
For the past couple of years, the TTC has been installing modern signals along the entire line, shutting down parts of Line 1 on the weekends to do so. At the moment, automatic train control is operating from Shepherd West to Vaughan Metropolitan Centre Station.
ATC, the work is in progress now. Not all of our weekend closures are signal related. Some of it's maintenance, track work, but certainly ATC it will be in place and probably active on this stretch of Line 1 north of DuPont, probably over the winter, and then we start moving right down Line 1 through the U and then back up. So that'll be several more years before Line 1 is complete, and then we have to move to Line 2, but that requires newer trains, and that's a very different piece of work.
So at the moment it was saying 2019 is when this is going to be finished, but you're saying it might take a little bit longer than that?
Well, for Line 1, yeah.
Now, there are 14 scheduled closures for the remainder of the year. The next one is on October 6th and 7th. Line 1 from Finch West to Lawrence West will be closed with shuttle buses operating.